My name is Amelia Solomon. I'm a writer and a producer based in Los Angeles. I write dark comedy, web series, short films, and features, and I just finished a project with...
Hi, I'm Matt McHugh, and I live in Los Angeles, California, and I write short films, sitcoms, and then we just finished a comedic web series. Our project is Final Call. It's about Hannah Lee, a depressed female dentist whose recent attempt to commit suicide was stymied by her selfish circle of friends. And she soon finds herself counseling others by working at a suicide hotline, which, strangely, given her not very enthusiastic demeanor, she excels at. Hannah didn't really have a chance to think about what she wanted to be because her parents always wanted her to get into some kind of doctoral field, and so she ended up being a dentist. And she's from a Chinese American family, and she's felt a lot of pressure to basically do one thing, and she hasn't even thought a lot for herself. And so she finds herself an adult and not really happy with things, and starting to examine why she might not be happy with these things. Well, there's Lindsay Friedman, who is Hannah's best friend. They both had like kind of sardonic personalities, borderline pessimists, but that's how they survived. And now, strangely, Lindsay finds herself married with 3 kids, and she's kind of embarrassed that she's so content and happy with it. And it's kind of awkward for the 2 friends because Hannah still is kind of sarcastic and malcontent.
And there's Nick Leon, who's actually her ex-boyfriend. He's a cosmetic dentist that she always had amazing chemistry with. He's a narcissistic prick, so she's always dealing with his needy personality and getting sucked back into his drama.
Our dental hygienist is Little John's sunning buffalo. He is gay, and he's always having a very tumultuous time dating, and so she's kind of his shoulder to cry on. He also was 3-time Tri-County runner-up at the dental assistant bodybuilding competition, so he stayed in good shape and always wears nicely tailored scrubs. I guess we can talk about Matilda McRae.
Matilda
You can tell about Matilda McRae.
Matilda McRae, who's actually ends up being Hannah's boss at the suicide hotline when she starts working. Matilda is kind of a very pious Christian woman who's completely optimistic and counsels people with love.
Yeah, I think Matilda is so upbeat that a lot of the depressed people kind of don't trust her because they have such an opposite personality.
Well, the tone is definitely, it's a dark comedy, kind of similar to Better Things, Fleabag, and Smilk, so it's definitely edgy and dark. We don't really hold anything back. The project is set in San Francisco. When the story opens, we learn that the prior year she had decided to make a New Year's resolution that she had 1 year to get happy or die trying. New Year's Eve the following year, and she's still miserable, so she makes a plan that she's gonna jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, but unfortunately the day she plans to do that, her plans keep getting interrupted by different people in her life. And then in a strange twist of fate, she ends up getting ushered into the suicide hotline call accidentally. For myself, I've experienced deep depression or attempted suicides, and there's not many shows that really talk about depression and suicide, or if they do, it's much more serious and more kind of like a warning against it. So I think it's a taboo topic, but a lot of people deal with this. I think that a lot of people out there could actually relate to this, and it's about time there's probably a show that actually deals with it also in a comical manner.
So yeah, I haven't gotten especially suicidal. I just live in my depression.
He's less dramatic than me.
I guess less dramatic. But I think a lot of people deal with depression and sadness with kind of sarcastic or sardonic humor. And so I think it's a good fit for this show. Talking about someone dealing with being depressed, I think shows other people that sometimes people get depressed and you work through it. And hopefully we show that there's a way out of it, and hopefully sometimes things get better. So I think it's good to see that.
And also I was going to say, what kind of drew me into the idea that Hannah Lee works at a suicide hotline prevention, as ridiculous as that might sound. When I was getting out of one of my depressions, I had a close friend that had a really bad moment, called me suicidal, and I had to stay on the phone with her for like 20 hours straight. And I was just like so happy to help her, and I felt I could connect with her so easily because I got it and I had also lived what she was experiencing. I think people think someone that should help a suicidal person should have their shit together and be a really stable person, but what's interesting to me is I think the only people that can really understand it are those that have lived it as well. We don't think there are that many shows yet with Asian American female protagonists. There are shows with female loser type characters, but obviously they're all white women, so we thought it would be more interesting to explore someone that's Asian American, also because of the societal and cultural pressures that are placed on a person like that as far as fulfilling a successful doctor or dentist role.
So we just finished our web series about a group of writers in a diversity program. That's it. That's all there is to say.